Hello and welcome to another episode of Now Showing. I am going to be doing a special set of short videos over the next couple of months, looking back at some of my favorite films from 1999. And that is because films from 1999 are turning 25 years old this year. Hard for me to believe as well. Year I graduated from high school, but we are seeing those films turn 25. A couple of these films Eric and I have covered on This Week at the Movies. If you want to hear a longer back and forth take, you can check out there. But I am going to be doing 11 of these films that I really enjoyed from that year. I did one earlier this year in the Boondock Saints, but today I'm kind of kickstarting this new wave of them with Star Wars Episode 1, The Phantom Menace. And it's hard to believe, but this Star Wars film is turning 25 years old. This year, we actually got it re-released the first week in May to celebrate that milestone. Maybe you went and checked it out then. I didn't check it out in theaters this May, but I was there to see it when it was released in May of 1999. It was a big moment. I was born in 1981, so I hadn't gotten to see. I was a huge fan of the original Star Wars trilogy growing up, but I hadn't gotten to see them in theaters. I remember when they were re-released in 1997 with the special editions. They rolled them out one at a time. I went and saw all those in the theater when they opened. One or two of them, we even took days off school so that we could go see them. So when a new Star Wars film was coming out, I was thrilled. Couldn't wait to go out and see it. And let's just say that for me, like many others, Episode 1, The Phantom Menace, didn't really live up to some of the hyper expectations, and it doesn't really stand up as great of a film when you look at the original trilogy. But I think with the advent of 25 years of time, I have a different appreciation for this film now. I think of it more as a film that was probably aimed at younger viewers. If you think of it as more of a kids film, that gives you a different appreciation. I like to liken it to the Harry Potter franchise. The first Harry Potter, the first couple of Harry Potter films, Sorcerer's Stone and the Chamber of Secrets, I feel like are aimed at a slightly younger audience. They're still entertaining in their own way, but to me, they're not as good as what is to come. And had Star Wars been released in a different order, maybe we would have gotten that. Although the film that immediately followed this is probably still a little bit of a dud. But for me, there are a few things that I think are still memorable and iconic from Star Wars Episode 1, The Phantom Menace. And that is, we had some interesting sequences. I really enjoyed the pod race sequence. I think we got a really interesting villain in Darth Maul. Maybe not enough character development, but we got a great lightsaber battle. That three-way battle between him and Qui-Gon Jinn and Obi-Wan Kenobi is really great. And we got an all-time banger of a musical piece, Duel of the Fates from John Williams, which plays over that sequence and is probably one of, if not the best pieces of music to come out of the Star Wars franchise. So there are still some fun and memorable things out of this. It doesn't totally work overall. There are some problematic things. It probably relies too much on CGI that doesn't blend in all that well together. But it is a standout film from 1999. It was a huge film that year. It remains a huge part of our cultural dialogue even 25 years later. So it made sense to talk about this as I'm looking back at films from 1999. Well, I hope you've enjoyed that. I will be back again next week with my second selection from 1999, The Matrix. Until then, have a wonderful week.